Yeah, hello, it's me, A.S.I, Muslim Ibrahimi once again. I'm gonna talk about something like I want to talk about something like what is nothing. I'm gonna talk to you about something that is nothing, and that is something. Nothing and something have both something, don't they? They have a thing. So that's it. Nothing has something, something has nothing. So when you have nothing, you gain something. When you have something, you gain something or you gain nothing. Simple. Simple. And basically what that means, is like the previous clip in a video that I done myself on Muslim Ibrahimi, is that the mental state and everything, So I mean, if you're perfect, you continue being perfect as long as you can. If you cannot be perfect, then you lose a bit of it. So you don't gain. You lose a bit of something, and then eventually nothing. And if it's obviously nothing, then you gain again by doing something else, or someone from the chain that you are in the chain. Because to me, the world is like a chain that circulates in clockwise. That circulates in clockwise, and and that's the beauty of the world, that it circulates clockwise. So there's movement. There's movement in the world. There's movement in the world, and for people to distinguish, or to have a clipper, or to have a no eye to the watch, is wrong, because watch is a movement, and it has been in my generation, of my heritage, of my family. And honestly, watches is a very good important thing in life of essential. It's very good and important in life of an essential to have a watch in your wrist. I know some people will say it would make the wrist be smaller. However, one thing I could say to you, I don't want to scare someone or anyone, but honestly, I'll say it in the next video clip. Okay, I'll say it now. Like, you see my wrist. That's your wrist. Put this on your wrist like that, and put it onto your neck. That could scare you. So we are exactly how we are. It's just how you imagine to be how you are. But then there are other people, such as the bodybuilders and the heavyweights. I'm not a heavyweight. I might be a heavyweight, but what I was trying to explain is something of a scare emotion if anybody said something bad about a watch. And honestly, watches are good. It's good. Watches are not just good. It's a merit. It's a distinction. It's very good for you. It tells the time, and it circulates like the world. And nowadays you have other people that have a joke and have a laugh, and they say, is there an anti-clockwise watch? So okay, we'll make that one as well for you when we know that one as well. So it's good to put a watch in your pocket, or in your wrist, or in your back pocket, or in your front pocket, or in your waistcoat. If you don't like carrying one or wearing it on your wrist, you can obviously put it in elsewhere. And yeah, it's good. Sometimes it's nice to give a watch to a friend. It's good to do that. It's good to do that. It's a really good essence of it as well to do that. You know, there was a time that I said to my dad, I said, okay, yeah, I see a science book in your cabinet, wardrobe cabinet. And I said to him, oh, so you're Muslim, you're Islam and you're Muslim, and I see a scientist book in your I said, okay, I'll challenge you on that one. I said, I'll challenge you on that one to see how much of a scientist I can become. So I said, so I done my research and I done my work and everything. Being in this home where I am now, there was a time, again, comes to watch. There was a time and a place as it was to be here, and I said, okay, they're taking my blood pressure for health and safety reasons, obviously. And I'm like, okay. So I was waiting for that moment to do it with somebody. I did. And I said, so Mercury is all the way up there, you know? All the way up there somewhere. And I said a remarkable thing. And I don't know how to say it, but I'll say it. I said, I said, from light of daylight, from light of daylight, a void of upper light. I'm gonna drink from Mercury, from light of daylight, a void of light. Void to me means darkness or something, cancellation. In that way of a term, we're saying, but void actually means darkness. So if I don't use void in that manner, I would say from light of daylight, of light of upper space, I'm drinking from this, through that to myself. That is scary. That is scary. That is scary. And that's how much humans have become so much clever for humans to be able to do something like this. You know, in regards, I dislike what I did and I like what I did. But it's just a scientifically way of doing something. Sometimes you don't know, so you know. So I really want you to know. So honestly, want you to know that tears. I mean, in my view, my personal view, I believe that no human being, from whether the names are A to Z or numerous names, you know, they should never do something like what I did or the others did that were scientists. You know, unless we actually truly believe and that we truly know that there is no God. In my terms, Allah. There's not Allah. There's no God and there's no Allah. We truly believe that there's not. Then we are able to do a lot of these things. You know. But if there's God, and there's Allah, and it really affects one. Really affects one. Especially myself being in a home where I am at the moment, currently, presently. It's not easy to do things like the things that I'm doing. I mean, I've done 800 or 900 songs. I've done 13, 14, 15, 16 clips of video clips like this. You know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about negativity. I want to talk about positivity. I once took a project and I done it myself. Didn't do it online. Didn't talk about it. Didn't write about it. I didn't brag about it. I just didn't like what I saw and what I was hearing. Just didn't like it. You know, there were people like talking about material, and when they were talking about material, they weren't talking about material of garments, or maybe they were before. They were talking about material, colored shoe or trainers that you wear. You know, And for me to, I'm a ethnically, I was born in Kabul, Afghanistan. Been in this country, United Kingdom, at the age of 9. So ethnically, being born in Afghanistan, so I'm Asian, Afghani, coming here in England, 1996. So I'm British. I'm British Afghan. So for me to wear white or yellow soul, or just yellow soul, it's okay. And if I wear a white or a black soul would not be okay for me to wear. Those days, they would say he's against black people, or he's against white people. Or if I'm wearing a black and I'm Asian, ethnically Asian, but British African, if I wear a black soul, they would say he's against his own color. So that really bothered me, that aggravated me, it really bothered me. So sometimes I used to walk in the streets and park and streets and places, and I used to talk about this. I used to say to them, I used to say, are you stupid? You're really stupid, I said. This is like garments, it's just like material. Put yourself in other ways of buying something. Like a favorite hat or a cap of yours, or a clothing of yours, or for God's sake, we drink so many different colored drinks, whether it's J2O or Sunny Delight, or you know. So I think I cleared that one away. I think quite a few people know that they're able to be free to be wearing anything they want to wear in England, in the United Kingdom especially, around where I used to live, hometown of mine, Saffron Walden. So yeah, I talked about this to a few other people in this home that I'm in at the moment. Yeah, I didn't brag about it. I didn't write it down. Just remembered when I told them, and yeah, I'm happy and I'm proud of what I did. Because all it is just nonsense. People making conspiracy nonsense, irrelevant, irrational, uneducated, bad behavioral people. People that are junkies, stuff like that. I smoke. I'm not like that. I'm very educated. Very educated. Come from a very good background. Very good. Excellent background. Essence of this. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say.